Welcome to Driving with Courtney. I'd like to note that I'm standing in front of my mirror because it's covered in a bunch of dirt. The first step you should do before getting into your car is check the exterior. You should always check all your tires to see if they're flat. That one's good. This one's good. This one's good. And so is this one. You should also check your surroundings for any objects, cars, or people that you can actually run into or over. Get out! All right, now we're ready to drive. What the heck? Well, all right. So first, you have to lock the doors just to be safe. And you have to put the key in ignition, but because we don't have a key, you have to put your right foot on the brake and press engine start. Oh, sorry. After you get in the car, adjust your seat. The next thing you should do is check your mirrors. Always making sure to be a Lego man and have your hands like this while you're checking them. In your mirrors, in your side mirrors, you should be able to see the road next to your car and behind your car. And the next step is to put on your seatbelt so we can be safe. Also make sure that everyone else in the car has their seatbelts on. Hey guys, are you all wearing your seatbelts? I'm alone. All right, we're back and it's dark outside. For hand placement, you have to put your hands on 10 and 2. Some people suggest putting your hands on 9 and 3, so then if the airbags were to go off, your hands wouldn't be here and you wouldn't hit yourself in the face. For dimming the rear mirror, this car can't do that, but you can also dim the rear mirror. Okay, so my mom doesn't want me adjusting the steering wheel to go up and down. You can always adjust the steering wheel up and down if it's too low or too high. Your left foot should be on this little platform right here. It shouldn't be over the brake or over the gas because that'd just be weird. And your right foot should be wherever you need it to be. If you are braking, then obviously your foot should be on the brake. And if you are accelerating, your foot should be on the gas pedal. And if you're doing a turn, then you should have your foot hovering over the brake but not pressing it. For acceleration, it is the right pedal and you just push it to go forward. And the brake is the left one and you push it to stop. To shift into gear, you have to hold down the brake with your right foot and push this part in with your finger and move it to whichever gear you need to use. P stands for Patricia, R stands for radio, N stands for noodles, D stands for dinner, and L stands for lunch, because I'm hungry. Just kidding. P stands for park, R stands for reverse, N is for neutral, D is for drive, and L is for low gear. If you want to be in idle, then you are just staying in park. To signal left and right, you have to go on the left right here and push it down to signal your left turn signal and to push it up to signal your right. So like this. Now my left turn signal's on, and now my right turn signal's on. These are the hazard lights that you would put on if you need to pull over and you have an emergency or an issue that you need to take care of. And it basically shows the other cars around you that you are pulled over and that you're not just staying there for a second, that you're like staying there for a while. The lights are already on because like I said, it's dark outside, but you can also turn the lights on and off. Parking lights are the small lights in the front and rear on each side of the vehicle. Daytime lights are lights that are on not fully because it's not dark outside. When your full lights are on, it's when it's really dark or when there's bad weather and you need to be able to see where you're going, so they're on really bright. To flash your brights, you go to the left again and you push it towards you to flash your brights, and you push it away from you to lock your brights. To turn on the windshield wiper, you just push it down, and if you need to clean your windshield, you can pull it towards you, which sprays blue Gatorade all over the windshield. The front defrost button is right here and the rear is right here, and you use that when it's really cold out so you're able to actually see, so you're not driving while looking at a bunch of ice. Like, that's not how you watch the movie Frozen, people. To honk your horn, you put your hand right here in the center and you go. Your cruise control is right here, this button on the steering wheel. And you press that when you are driving on a highway and you don't want to have your foot on the gas the whole time. And you can just sit here and, drive. You don't have to put your foot on the gas pedal the whole time. And remember, kids, never text and drive. Never make phone calls while you're driving, because even though you have a meeting coming up, even though you're 10 years old, you don't need to be calling your boss saying that you're late. And never drink and drive, because that's not good for you. Remember, alcohol and calculus do not mix, so never drink and drive. My drive isn't powerful enough for a hole-in-one. I guess you could say I'm the parking. Thank you for educating yourself on this episode of Driving with Courtney. And one of the most important notes that you can take out of this video is that you should never drink and drive. You don't want your apple juice spilling out everywhere, and then you have to clean it up. Your seats will be sticky, and it'll be just a nasty mess.